Hey there, wrestling fans. It's the influencer Brian Zane alongside the impresario Mr. Ooh La La, and we are hurtling toward the West Coast WrestleFest on April 23rd. It's going to be a big joint venture, mister, between POW Pro Wrestling and West Coast Pro Wrestling.
That's right, we are going to prove that the West Coast is the best coast. And to give you a little taste, we have a smorgasbord of matches from West Coast Pro featuring some of their top stars that you will see at their WrestleFest.
Right, we're going to begin with a 6-man tag match here as the conglomerate take on Adriel Noctis, Lazarus, and Jody himself. Check it out.
Introducing first, from the graves of Las Vegas, they are the kings of the Las Vegas Underground. The team of the Cannibal Cryptid Lazarus, the Heartbroken Kid Jody himself, the Lost Cause Adriel Noctis, S4TB.
Oh my goodness, James, I tell you what, I saw these guys hanging out on the bridge earlier. They told me to come take a jump with them. I said no.
Yeah, I think that's a very wise decision on your part. Timeless one as S4TB is in the ring here.
And their opponents.
Tag team action.
Introducing next, the team of the King of Trill Alphazo, the Golden Eye Minus Creed, Mr. Pull-Up Season D-Road, the Conglomerate.
Well, speaking of second wins, Levi Shapiro, the Conglomerate, making their way to the ring on the heels of having another victory stolen from them. Last night was Savage Mode, and 440 stole yet another victory away from the Conglomerate, so they're looking to get back in a good way here tonight.
Definitely. You know, 440 has been coming into West Coast Pro Wrestling and just causing havoc wherever they've gone. And last night they proved again why they were just happened to be the wiser and smarter veteran tag team, I must say, against the young Conglomerate. But these kids are no slouch, man. They were coming in and they were feeling hyphy tonight.
Well, why am I not surprised that you would side with 440 on that little piece of business last night at Savage Mode?
I mean, you got to respect a man like Ricky Shane Page, Eddie Only, and Addis Kicks Coach. I mean, those guys are really just paving their own way, but they're not here tonight because the Conglomerate is here and they want to make purpose of that loss last night.
Yeah, they want to make good for sure as Midas Creed and Adriel Noctis start things off here. This opening match, as real as it gets, hashtag as real on IWTV on social media. Thank you all for joining us. Let us know what you think.
Definitely. It's going to be a fun night, as real as it gets. See, we have West Coast Pro Wrestling and Prestige Wrestling together again, right? It's a fun weekend, and when we have two different companies coming together with two different styles, it's a blend, and that's beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful pro wrestling joining together, West Coast Pro and Prestige Wrestling, as Noctis makes the tag to Lazarus. Talk about different style. Here comes Lazarus, and now here comes Alphazo.
Yeah, definitely. To take a page out of my old book right there, Lazarus, a bit unorthodox. Definitely not sane in the head. And Alphazo, like I said, he's no slouch. He wants to come in and prove himself after last night. He takes himself as the heavy hitter of the Conglomerate.
And rightfully so, but he's eating some heavy shots from Lazarus, but Laz going to have to rise from the dead if he wants to eat those all night.
Oh, he was trying to just kick him in the forehead.
Oh! It's a sound strategy, just a slap across the face. I don't think that is going to work for Zoe. My goodness.
That's not smart at all.
Rocked Lazarus.
He liked it. Look, he liked it.
Jody tags in.
First, Jody, I was going to say it's not probably the best time for Jody to come in here and try to take his steps against Mr. Pull-Up Season. But Jody is definitely confident nonetheless, James.
Got Jody and D-Rogue squaring off in the middle of the ring. Jody unleashing salvo, not afraid to fire. Neither man. D-Rogue says, no, that dog will not hunt Jody. But now this thing breaking down in a hurry, Timeless One.
Definitely conglomerate in unison action right there.
I don't know what the triple for stereo is, but that was in stereo and a little bit extra, a little yellow. And on top! Speaking of on top, Zoe going over the top, taking out all of S4TB.
Heavy hitter putting his power to use right there.
Power and agility on display.
But the conglomerate says they want more, baby. They're telling everyone to get up because Mr. Pull-Up Season,
world's biggest cruiserweight, living up to that moniker.
He just pulled up, James.
He pulled up, and he pulled himself up and over the top rope to the outside. Midas Creed, perhaps, does not want to be outdone. Launching himself on a moonsault. S4TB in all sorts of trouble. A trio of aerial barrages, and the conglomerate is in full control.
100%. This is as real as it gets. Prestige Wrestling, West Coast Pro Wrestling, making our debut in Santa Cruz, California, a weird town. Definitely not a normal town, I'll tell you that. Keep
Santa Cruz weird, just a little bit north of my home of Pacific Grove, California. I'm so happy to be here in the 831, and S4TB, they didn't look happy to be here a moment ago, but trying to rally, but they've made a big mistake. Churning your back on D-Rogue. Oh, but the anti-aircraft artillery from Noctis rocked Rogue.
Honestly, it wasn't smart for the conglomerate to take their eyes off of S4TB, right? But then S4TB did the exact same thing, right? Showing both of these teams definitely need to work a little bit to enhance their surroundings to be.
I think if you're S4TB, you want to prey on that frustration that the conglomerate is probably feeling after another hard luck loss last night at Savage Mode, and it's going to be hard luck for the lower back of D-Rogue if he continues to eat shots like that.
Definitely, and like you said, with proving power, right?
Cover, but the official's back is turned. Lazarus could have perhaps had the match won.
You know, that's unlike the conglomerate to distract the referee like that. But I'm sure they want to do whatever they need to do to raise themselves in the ranks of West Coast Pro again.
Well, you know, I mean, look at Lazarus just got D-Rogue by the hair. But after last night, I'm wondering if maybe the conglomerate feels like they have to do literally whatever it takes if that means bending the rules to get a victory after not once but twice in a row 4-4-0 showing them that that's their path.
100%. And they don't want to come in and let a new team debut, and they have their own ranks that they need to rise in, right? S4TB is coming in, and this is their proving grounds right now.
Could be huge statement if they get by the conglomerate here.
100%. Conglomerate has been on the rise, even with losses. They're still on the rise as a dominant force.
Jody taking a little bit of the dominance, a lot of the starch out of D-Rogue right there. Took a little bit of time. Cover could be getting by the conglomerate. No, D-Rogue able to get the shoulder up.
Definitely had a few character words right there for some of the fans here in attendance. But Jody, no, look at Jody right here. No slouching it, right? Mr. Pull-Up Season isn't a slouch. People aren't slouches in this match, but they're pulling up an extra effort to make sure that they're going to go the extra mile.
S4TB, you know, they represent kind of the. I think a lot of people in Santa Cruz might identify with S4TB. A lot of the people that they stand out, they stick out, they maybe don't fit in quite like everyone else, and they want to show that sort of like wrestling's for everyone, which I think is a very important message. They want to be there for the outliers.
100%. You know, an outcast in today's world isn't such a bad thing, but they're definitely still around.
Oh, Lazarus might not be around after that, though. My goodness, going sky high and down, absolutely planted. D-Rogue not able to make a cover. Think he may need to make a tag in lieu of trying to win the match.
I tell you what, James, I think I felt the veterans building shake a little bit right there on that sky high.
A little shake, rattle, and roll. It wasn't the Giant Dipper. We are in the shadow of the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. But right now, a roller coaster named Midas Creed is clearing house here in the Vets Hall in Santa Cruz.
I tell you what, Midas Creed's got his golden eye in full effect, and he's going to show the lost cause a few things right here.
Midas Creed and all sorts of fire, but a quick hair pull shifts things in a hurry.
That's what I was just going back to before. S4TB is on their own proving ground right now, so they aren't going to be afraid to take a few short steps on their own.
Yeah, no one afraid to take shortcuts here. It was looking like maybe Midas Creed heading for a head scissors. Got caught. This could be absolute destruction for Creed, that's got to be a tag. No, Zoe at the last possible moment able to break it up. Midas Creed, he's got to be out, though. Lights out for Creed.
You know, and look at that. He's in the middle of the ring right there. That's still a far ways away to tagging in the corner of the ring to get his partner right there.
Midas, I don't think, knows where he is. I mean, you just look in the eyes. They've dimmed for Midas Creed, and rightfully so.
Oh, the lights are out in that house. Lazarus, they're whipping him, just kind of manhandling him.
Midas Creed coming back to life here. Lazarus, ironically, might have been the one to resurrect Creed.
That's a novice move.
And
right
cutter!
there. That's a novice move. Look, he had the control, and he ditched him. He kind of blabbered out with the crowd, right? But what's he going to go for?
Can't be distracted, but now you see S4TB trying to cut off Midas's ability to make a tag. Jody thinking better of.
Jody's like, I'm thinking second. I'm running around.
You better run.
Where are they going? Where are they going? They're going to the back.
Heading out on the double was Jody.
Zoe's back in.
The fake out from Noctis. Midas Creed thought he made the tag, but it was just a fake out from Noctis.
Yeah, as he gives Zoe a boot right there.
Now
look at that.
Midas Creed all alone in the night right now.
What? Yeah, I'm saying, why would they leave him alone? You know, they want to counter right here. They want to act on instincts and make sure that they get the 1, 2, 3 or the submission.
It's almost like they're trying to pick the bones a little bit of Midas Creed here.
Well, I feel like you can also be getting cocky to a certain extent, right? They're feeling good. They're feeling in control right here. I mean, if it was me, I'd put Midas on the ground and try to go for the pinfall.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't get paid by the hour.
No, you got to get in and get out.
Midas Creed needs to get out in the worst kind of way. Has not been right for a moment here, but looking for the Midas touch perhaps, but he got caught. Noctis had it scouted, but Creed fighting for everything. He's got crisis kick, connects, and now it's lights out for Noctis. But Creed not able to make a cover or a tag up to this juncture. Needs to do one or the other. I think could have had a victory on the pin, but now Noctis starting to stir.
Definitely.
Creed needs to make a tag. Noctis tags in Lazarus, and Creed finally able to tag in the heavy hitter for the conglomerate, Alpha Zoe.
Wow, what a coming in like a firehouse right here. Just delivering big action moves.
Big breaker wave here in Santa Cruz in the name of Alpha Zoe.
Right line there, he's riding it too.
Oh, Noctis, he's going to be riding the wave. I don't think he's going to like it. He might hit the rocks.
What power! Incredible!
Alpha Zoe is destroying S4TB right now.
This is it right here. Alpha Zoe proving he is the powerhouse, maybe not just in the conglomerate, but in West Coast Pro Wrestling as a thing.
Big time showing constant motion for Zoe. No, come on. He can't be serious.
My goodness.
Are you serious, Alpha Zoe?
Double sidewinder. Go for the pinfall, Zoe.
Another roller coaster ride. Look at Alpha Zoe. No cover to be had, though, however, and Lazarus in the back door catching Zoe.
Oh, he said it's it and walked right into a big old forearm.
Counted his chickens before they hatched there, did Lazarus.
That's it. He was trying to get the protein shakes.
Oh, my goodness, echoing throughout the Vets Hall here. Lazarus answering back in kind, taking off the elbow pad, now trying to get a little bit extra there, but collided with the right forearm of Zoe, now blocking with his left. Ew, and that double clothesline, great minds think alike. Didn't work, double pin here, it's gonna be a draw now. Both teams able to break it up. This match must continue.
You know, I wish referee Jimmy would get control of this match right now. He's just let everything go. What's wrong with
only
that?
our opening contest
Come
here.
on, Jimmy.
And as real as it gets, West Coast Pro and Prestige Wrestling, #AsReal. Thank you so much for joining us on IWTV. James Kincaid, Levi Shapiro alongside here. And this is a lot of fun thus far.
Warfare.
Jody, planting Creed, another just massive shot to the neck and cranium area of Midas Creed. D-Rogue making the save and gonna plant Jody himself, maybe playing 6 feet under. Jody able to roll out of the ring. This thing is just, like you said, Levi, just really breaking down left and right.
Oh, you know, and Conglomerate are digging deep. S4TB are trying to dig deep, you know. They definitely want to make sure that They proved themselves, man. This is it. Whoever wins this match is going to win the biggest proving ground point of the night.
And here we go. Could be Alpha Zoe. I would have to say that he has been the standout thus far. Brainbuster to Noctis. Zoe all sorts of fired up, saying, sit down, Noctis, and could be time for Lazarus to go for the ride. And no, Laz able to counter.
Definitely got him a little bit on the end of that one right there.
Yeah,
wasn't as much impact as he'd hoped for.
Not pretty, but effective. And it's completely taken Zoe out for the moment. Midas Creed. He's got 9 lives in this match, it seems.
Oh, rough exit on the ring right there from Midas.
Lazarus now. Can't believe, he's got the big man Zoe up, and Noctis, the backstabber on the other end.
Uh-oh.
Zoe in a bad way. Matchbook cover here. D-Rogue using Jody to break up the pin. I'm not even sure if that was intended or not. And now goes that Midas touch again. This time he connects. Midas Creed. Has he struck gold for a victory for the conglomerate?
They've knocked down every member so far, F4TB, and they're going to put Laz out for good. Spin back.
Laz.
Oh, gosh.
Double collision, front and back of the head, and then big time swanton from D-Rogue, cover, 3 count. The conglomerate are victorious.
Here are your winners, the team of D-Rogue, Alpha Zoe, and Midas Creed, the Conglomerate.
What a victory for the conglomerate. Chaotic, but great rebound victory for them here at as real as it gets, Levi.
That's right, James. Look at them embracing each other as brothers right there. They found themselves as West Coast, right? They came in here, grouped together as a conglomerate. They know it's going to be a long path, but they're in for the long road.
Yeah, really gelling together, continuing to impress, no matter whether it's win, lose, or draw for the conglomerate. The leadership of D-Rogue, the power of Zoe, the high-flying and athletic ability of Midas Creed. They are going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Definitely possible trifecta.
The conglomerate on top in that match, and you're going to see them in action again April 23rd at the West Coast WrestleFest. You'll see Alpha Zoe, D-Rogue, and Midas Creed team up to take on C4 and Jaden. Let's hear from them right now. The best of Pound take on the best of West Coast Pro Saturday, April 23rd, West Coast WrestleFest. You got C4 and Unbelievable Jaden in 6-man action against the conglomerate. Guillermo, I want to hear what your thoughts are in this match.
Oh man, what are my thoughts? Conglomerate, I'm telling you right now, you better get ready, baby, because POW Pro Wrestling brings it. West Coast Pro, I know you bring it. Us together, C4 and Jaden, we're gonna kill this thing. We're gonna bomb it up. Jaden, take it away, baby. What are we gonna do?
You already know, baby. The conglomerate, they ain't got nothing on the combination of the unbelievable and the explosive tag team that is C4. So I'm gonna tell y'all this, West Coast Pro, when you come at POW Pro Wrestling, don't get caught up in the disbelief.
You heard him. That match is going to be explosive. That's going to be an exciting matchup, one of many you will see at the West Coast WrestleFest April 23rd. And of course, because West Coast Pro Wrestling is going to be there, their championship will be defended. Now, Mister, why don't you take us a little stroll through memory lane and give us a brief history on that championship?
Certainly. So our very own Hammerstone was the inaugural champion, winning it back in 2018. He held it all the way through the pandemic before he was bested by one AJ Gray last October. And now, here, AJ Gray will defend that title against the Samoan werewolf himself, Jacob Fatu.
It's going to be an awesome match, very hard-hitting. Check this out.
West Coast Pro Wrestling, it is now time for your main event. And it is for the West Coast Pro Wrestling Championship. Approaching the ring at 285 pounds from the islands of Samoa, he is the Samoan werewolf
West Coast Pro Championship. Looks ready to go to war once again with that champion, AJ Gray.
Certainly unfinished business since the first altercation between Fatu and the West Coast Pro Champion. AJ Gray made a very bold claim that this was his territory, that this was his coast. Certainly something that Big Oof did not take kindly to, and made him pay for that physically.
Yeah, the Samoan Werewolf, he entered the chat and entered the fray. Had a lot to say about it. God, what a journey it's been to get here, like I said, with the controversial stoppage, the assault on Juicy Finau, and now there must be a winner.
I mean, if we've gotten to this point.
Now approaching the ring. From East Nashville, Tennessee, weighing in at 247 pounds, he is Black Death, a.k.a. the motherfucking truth. Your West Coast Pro Wrestling Champion, AJ Gray.
We've gotten to the point now where there must be a winner. I don't know what's going to go down tonight because it feels like the entire building could just collapse upon itself and these two men could still be fighting.
You were certainly right about that, Veda. These two competitors took it to the point that we almost got shut down. They were obligated to lay off one another, or Fatu was going to be suspended and AJ was going to be stripped of his title. That's how serious the bad blood is between these two.
Got deeply, deeply personal in a hurry. And just the change that has come over AJ Gray since winning that championship, and not for the better, just the way he sort of talks about, with venom dripping from his mouth about the West Coast and how he runs it, and that's really why Fatu got involved the way he did. And now the bell has rung, and the West Coast flock is letting them know what they want to see.
The coast is always very vocal, and we can appreciate that. But yeah, like you said about AJ Gray, I feel like this is a man that rebels against rules and rebels against authority, even is outraged that anyone would try to put bounds on his type of violence.
He's talked to us before about how he wrestles to legalize his violence. These two tangling from one end of the ring to the other now.
Already the intensity has ratcheted up.
Almost a more calculated aggression at the start here, because again there must be a winner. These two want to see this come to whatever end it may be.
And you can hear the crowd. They want a new champion. They've wanted a new champion for quite a while.
They may want it, but you don't always get what you want. AJ Gray wanted to launch Fatu, but to no avail.
AJ Gray unable to take down the Samoan Werewolf with that shoulder tackle.
Oh, what a collision.
Neither man giving ground.
Full force.
This is gonna so evenly matched, power for power, strength on strength. AJ Gray drawing the proverbial line in the sand in the middle of the ring, and now they're going at it, and it's going to break down in a hurry.
And this is about what I expected to see.
AJ Gray getting the better of that striking exchange.
Oh!
But Fatu able to answer with a hellacious super kick. Now popping him up, maybe looking SST. Can he get him over? He does.
Fatu now off the ropes.
Whoa.
Shape changer connects. The champ is reeling. Cover. Could be new champion here at Savage Road. No. We'll have to do more damage to put down the likes of AJ Gray. Black Death, his title reign lives on. This match continues as it now as we thought it might, spills to the outside.
And so much of this match obviously is incredibly physical, but between these two competitors, there's also these, profanity-laced asides, and now chairs are being set up, and I'm terrified.
So Fatu is building something here.
Some type of apparatus of pain for AJ Gray, no doubt.
Something that he hopes will be the undoing and the cementing of his championship reign.
Fatu, he's looking to score big.
Oh!
But AJ Gray took just too much time, and AJ Gray able to catch him flush in the head. AJ Gray was not about to let that succeed. It could have put an end to his title reign right there, and he knew it.
Things have slowed down here now that AJ's back in control.
Those just thudding, dull chops, echoing off the chest of these competitors.
Fatu oh my God! Fatu said, "I'll see you in hell," and AJ Gray said, "I'll save you a seat." Make that 4. He goes spilling through.
Wait,
and AJ Gray's not done. He's up on the top rope. To the outside. No mercy!
A huge splash off the top onto Fatu, who was already on the floor after just taking a header.
And you can see
some chairs.
AJ Gray also writhing in pain. So much damage being done, even to himself. An almost sacrifice maneuver to impart as much damage as possible on Fatu.
I have never seen anything quite like that here in the stateroom. And these two in particular have shown new levels of chaos and destruction. I guess they had just a little bit more to show, and this match is not done yet, but Fatu might be. Fatu might be out of this matchup. That was insane.
We did say there has to be a winner. I guess if he's unable to continue, then AJ would just retain the title. I don't want to see it happen like that, but the official needs to just make sure that everyone's able to go on. But Fatu is fighting back up to his feet.
Oh! Had enough wherewithal to duck the blow, and now AJ Gray hand first into the post.
I was going to say that maybe Fatu bought himself some valuable time, but he's not wasting any time. He sees an opening now, and it's AJ Gray's turn to go into the seat, spilling into the coast.
Body careening into those chairs.
The stateroom has now become a Quince Hall of Pain here in our main event. Absolute savagery at Savage Mode. And Fatu, he's not done. He didn't get what he wanted, so he's going to try again. You're really going to try again. This is absurd.
Got some chairs lined up, and AJ Gray is doing all he can to fight this.
Oh, 0 for 2.
Back body drop onto the chairs, and I don't know if you can see it. Those chairs did not give a centimeter.
Not even a little bit, Veda.
No, Fatu just absorbed all of this.
Somebody check on the spine of Fatu, and then a leg drop from that raised little seating section here in the stateroom. The leg coming down on Fatu, and it looked for a moment like Fatu was rallying, trying to turn things around, but he went again for the big home run that he wanted to inflict so much damage on Gray, and it came back to bite him for a second time.
We're back in the ring here.
Fuck you, AJ!
AJ Gray just staring daggers at Jacob Fatu. The prone Samoan werewolf.
The wounded Samoan werewolf. But sometimes a wounded animal is at their most dangerous. We'll see if that holds true here. Fatu fighting for everything he's got.
He's leaning on the ropes to keep himself from going down completely. What a back elbow by AJ Gray.
Just so concerned for Fatu here, and this one might be mercifully over. No, Fatu refusing to go easy.
Fatu not relenting, but AJ Gray will make him pay for it.
Yeah, not relenting. EGC, he did this to Finau. Just the sinister viciousness of AJ Gray. We call him death. He's got a black heart and soul to match.
AJ Gray, someone that really just enjoys antagonizing his opponents.
Oh, but Fatu once again breaking out and just leveling AJ with slaps and chops. Oh,
An SST to Fatu. AJ Gray taking from the playbook of the Samoan Werewolf, and he is very pleased with himself as you see Fatu, more damage done to that back, convulsing on the mat here in the stateroom. And look at AJ Gray, just one of a kind. He's very proud of himself. And now, no, he's gonna go for the killing moon. He's gonna take Fatu's finisher and give it to Fatu! Able to escape, no one at the bottom of the well for AJ Gray.
and is this it? Is this the opening?
Hilarious!
Here it is!
Turnabout is fair play, and he just turned AJ Gray inside out. Can he become the new West Coast Pro Champion? Cover him, Fatu!
Fatu is reeling. So much impact has been delivered. AJ Gray went for the killing moon. Fatu hit the lariat.
Just about knocked AJ Gray out of his boots.
And the official making the counter. If they both get counted down, I don't know what happens, but it looks like they're starting to get back to their feet. AJ up first.
Jeez, just the volume of these strikes, these open palm strikes from Fatu.
Absolutely popping throughout. I can't believe that really either of these men are still able to be on their feet and offer the kind of offense that they are! Cover! Could be new champion here! Fatu pays it off!
So close. Jacob Fatu came within just milliseconds of becoming the new champion, but at this point, he needs to stay on AJ Gray.
Every movement costing Fatu dearly, just holding his midsection, holding his back. Not the same alacrity to get to the top rope that he's used to, but he can fly. Target locked! On fire!
Launching himself fully head first onto AJ Gray.
Fatu scored big-time plancha to the outside, but he can't win the championship unless he gets AJ Gray back in the ring.
Fatu basking in that moment, the applause from the coast. But now it is time to get in there and secure that championship.
So much on the line, stakes so high. West Coast Pro Championship. Bragging rights to who does the West Coast belong to? Big time splash. New champion incoming. No. History nearly made again here tonight at #Savage Mode, but AJ Gray showing exactly why he is what he says he is, and right now still West Coast Pro Champion. Oh, don't you wish you were here?
And I think you were right, James. You were saying that every movement just seems to get harder and harder for the Samoan Werewolf. He has suffered in this match, and he's still going.
You saw it there, just laboring to move, able to avoid one lariat.
Oh! A destroyer!
Not able to avoid that, dare I say, a Samoan destroyer, and then a spiking spine buster. AJ Gray senses this could be his moment. Will he have the last word? Powerbomb covered. No!
Fatu kicked out.
Just impact after impact, and still, somehow, we don't have a new champion. We don't have the old champion. We don't have a winner. We have to have a winner.
Perhaps it was just pride that got Fatu's shoulders off the mat to stay in this matchup. You see, so wounded, being pulled to his feet by the champion, AJ Gray.
I mean, certainly both of these competitors have been through it in this match. Both looking a little worse for wear. AJ Gray able to get some impressive offense. No!
Able to kick away that lariat. If AJ Gray had scored with it, certainly would be title retention!
No!
There it is!
The lariat.
AJ Gray, still your West Coast Pro Champion. No! Unbelievable! Fatu just gets the shoulder up.
And I think just about everyone here in the stateroom thought this was a done deal. When AJ Gray hits that lariat, it's over.
Yeah, people don't get up from that.
Such a rarity. AJ Gray knows it, but no, not quite as playful and confident as he was a couple of minutes ago. Out of nowhere, Fatu able to spring back to his feet. AJ Gray in a very, very dangerous position here. But then again, so is Fatu. You see still the labored body movement of Fatu. Can he get what he's after here? AJ Gray is prone.
What in the world?
Oh no.
What does Fatu or AJ Gray have in mind here? Spanish dive from the top rope!
Chandeliers be damned!
But Fatu isn't done!
He's going for the killing moon if this connects! Could be new champion! He hit it! Into the cover! 1, 2, 8! Jake Gray's turn to say not so fast! But Fatu will not be denied! Springboards up to the top! Another killing moon! Fatu has the last word and is the new champion! New West Coast Pro champion! The Samoan Werewolf!
Winner by pinfall and new West Coast Pro Wrestling champion, the Samoan Werewolf, Fatu!
When you go through hell, keep going! And that is what the Samoan Werewolf had to do to become new West Coast Pro champion. Fatu has the last word in this incredible multi-layered war with AJ Gray.
And we knew we had to have a winner, and we do. It's Jacob Fatu, the West Coast Pro faithful surrounding the ring. Wait, AJ Gray just snatched that championship belt from the official.
I said that Fatu had the last word. I perhaps jumped the gun as AJ Gray, not wanting to relinquish, perhaps with no, offering it up now to Fatu, putting it on the shoulder of the Samoan Werewolf. There it is, the former champion showing deference and respect. Not what I expected, but showing that respect to our new West Coast Pro champion. It is Fatu. He did it for his family, his friends. He did it for the coast, and he did it here at Savage Mode. New champion. Spectacular.
What an incredible moment for Fatu.
What a motherfucking night!
Well said.
Two of the premier independent wrestling promotions in the West Coast joined forces for an unprecedented extravaganza as POW and West Coast Pro Wrestling present West Coast WrestleFest, Saturday, April 23rd at MacArthur Court in Eugene. After shocking the Massaro family with his surprise appearance at Live and Let Die, Kevin Blackwood challenges Vinny Massaro for the POW Pro Wrestling Championship. Former tag team partners and international standouts face off when Rocky Romero clashes with Davey Richards. It'll be action-packed action when the conglomerate take on C4 and the unbelievable Jaden in a six-man tag. Hammerstone gets his shot at revenge and the POW Championship when he battles longtime rival Malcolm Flex in a no DQ, no countout #1 contenders match. Two of the fastest rising and dynamic stars in the entire West Coast, Sandra Moon tangles with Rebel Kell. The past, present, and future of tag team wrestling on the West Coast collide when the Blanchard brothers, Reno Scum, and the Midnight Heat look to cement their legacies in a triple threat tag team match. El Phantasmo and Titus Alexander challenge the winner of Jacob Fatu and Bandito on April 15th for the West Coast Pro Championship in a triple threat match. Tickets start at $20 and are available at POWProWrestling.com. Full bar and food available. Don't miss the biggest pro wrestling event to hit the Willamette Valley in over 2 decades. Don't miss West Coast WrestleFest 2022.
It's going down April 23rd, the West Coast WrestleFest. And folks, we hope you've enjoyed this small preview of what West Coast Pro Wrestling has to offer as their stars battle the best of POW on April 23rd.
And then next week we have a tag team smorgasbord. 2 huge tag team matches. As the Bass Brothers take on my former associates, the Blanchard Brothers. This is Blanchard country after all, and they're going to prove that to the Bass Brothers once and for all. And then Midnight Heat meets C4 for the first time. Do on do. They've had 6-man tags, they've had mishmash, this and that. The 2 teams will face off finally to see who is the kings of Northwest Tag Team Wrestling.
Tag Team Extravaganza happening next week. But until then, folks, for Mr. Ooh La La, I'm Brian Zane, and we'll see you next time.